Guys, we have 0 viewers.
0 viewers. Welcome to the party. It's just a fun time over here. I'll wait for people to get in while I talk to myself and you. What'd you eat for lunch today, Justin?
I ate in the car on the way here. So we're gonna have chicken breast.
Oh, your favorite place to eat.
I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty good. Is it only a Texas thing?
I think it's in Louisiana as well. I think it's
Oh.
kind of in like 3 or 4
Hey, Poleth. Hey, Taint Black and Galvin Crafts. Welcome to this Thursday night free for all. As you guys can see, my my lovely cohorts here, they're ghosts now. Hey, everyone. Greetings. We'll let everybody file in while we're just bantering here on a Thursday night in this large empty room by ourselves.
Booty, booty,
Um,
booty.
To my knowledge, I don't think the sound is that bad in here anymore, Justin, right? Since we put up all the padding and stuff.
Well, that and I tuned them.
And the microphones are good.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. You guys can count on me. I'll be here whenever you guys need me. No, everybody else is super busy. I was getting everything set up in here, and Justin comes in, and he was like, "Well, Ed's really busy. Ron said he's super busy. Dave is taking care of their dad. He'll be in when he gets in, and we're gonna go live." So here we are. So I'll try to give as much information as I can. I took a bunch of notes to talk about a bunch of things, and I have a lot of photos and stuff to show, and we could talk about the Kickstarter, obviously. Don't worry, guys. I think I can be able to carry it for about an hour or so. I don't think I have any like super big spoilers tonight. Spoiler warning, unless Ron shows up or if he sends something to Justin. But yeah, we can talk about all the stuff that's been revealed. We can talk about all the stuff that is going on in the Kickstarter, as well as Reaper proper. I wish I could spoil some stuff, but I cannot. I don't want to ruin anything. Sometimes it's better to wait until it's revealed, you know. We'll see, Crows and Bones. We'll see what Ron says is okay. If he gives me the thumbs up, if any spoilers come through, we got you. I love it when people make suggestions like, please tease this, or what's the name of this, to try to trip us up. But Ed's not here. That's not going to work on me. This was all on my ploys to make them super busy so I could host the show by myself. That's right. Otis, what model are you painting right now? Thanks, Freya. Yeah, Justin, I don't know if you noticed, but I started to get gray in my beard. It's been very nice.
I assumed it was stock powder.
Dave sent a text message. Which mini do I store my beard? Sir 4 scale. So that way, if I need to ever measure anything, I can just reach in there and, you know, it's like a bag of holding. Hey, Lonely Yeti. John in 60 minutes. Yeah, welcome to John Overton 60 minutes. You're painting the Baba Yaga's hut, Poofy says. Nice. That's a great miniature. It's cool to buy. I think Gene. I think. Or Chris Lewis. God dang it. That's what happens when Ron's not here. I'm sorry. It's one of those two. I really hate not knowing who sculpted stuff. Yeah, the Kickstarter brought gray to my beard. So, who knows? You know, I've been crushing it in mold making recently for COcast. Got a lot of molds done. You know, crushing it, which is a good thing. I'm vamping, Ed. Ed sent a text message to vamp. I'm really good at that. Plus, I have a lot of stuff to talk about. What is the possibility of making a Cthulhu squirrel mini? Not likely, if I had to guess. I don't know. With the Spelljammer announcement from Wizards of the Coast, anything's possible, right? We can make a space squirrel. Who knows? If we ever have a setting, or if we ever want to make some weird miniatures, That sounds like a chronoscope type thing. Here we go. So now that we have some people in here, well, if you guys have any important questions, go ahead and shoot them our way, and I'll try to write them down as I'm going. But let's see what happened in the Kickstarter. Let's talk a little bit. Actually, Justin, can you pull up my shareables folder? We're not going to talk about the Kickstarter right now. Let me pull up my stuff. So, let me know when you have it there. You can start with the number 1. Let's see. I'm getting confused. But there you go. So as soon as Justin pulls that up, we're going to talk about, we talked about this on Reaperland last week, about the store update and kind of what it's looking like. So if you didn't see that, we'll be looking at a few of those photos and kind of what we've been going on. We're here planning the Bone 6 countdown party for next Saturday. What is, oh, that's the Reaperland folder. That's the, oh, go to the reaperlive folder in the shareables folder.
Oh.
Oh, that's a good paint job, though. If you guys have not seen Reaperland every Friday, we show off painted models whenever we can, and that's what that was. Any sneak peek of the upcoming releases? Well, I don't know if you can see this map here, Galvin Crafts, but there's a whole plethora of reveals that have yet to be unlocked. I think we're really hesitant to go past that. We've shown a few things off that are a little bit past that or a part of those things, just because we don't want to be locked into it and things like that. Because if we don't reach those goals, then who knows? This picture right here that you guys see above me is standing at the front door of the new game store. If anybody hasn't seen this, I know a lot of people saw this last Friday, but there you go. The floor's installed. I really like the floor. It's kind of like this linoleum, like wood planks, but they kind of look slate almost. Kind of make it look like concrete or industrial kind of stuff. They're working on the counters right here, and when we see the other pictures, you'll be able to see the counters a little bit better. They're putting in the lighting and everything right here, so the new game store is going to be awesome. I'm very excited. I think it's roughly about 4 times bigger than the current game store, so a lot more room for events, a lot more room for displays, and since it's brand new, we can design it how we want. It's going to be very exciting, I think, as like it's going to have like a real game store feel. I keep calling it a flagship store, which I think is a correct term to use, just because it's going to be decked out in decorations and Reaper, you know. Hey, Bob and Julie are here. Hey, green users, welcome. And then can you go to the second picture, Justin? I know you're busy. I heard you typing away in there.
Oh, it should be.
Here's a little bit to the left of that first picture there. You can see there's lockers for the employees to put their stuff through this door. There's going to be a door here, so you can walk behind the counter. And if anybody has ever been to the current game store desk space and the space behind the counter is very small, and there's only one entrance into it. This one's going to have 2, and it's way, 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 way bigger to allow more people to get behind the counters, and just having that space behind the counters is going to be much nicer, I think, obviously. But I think that's the thing I'm most excited for, is having that huge counter area behind there, because in the current game store it's terrible. Because I've worked in the game store a little bit, you know, helping out with Magic events and other events and things like that, and it's just not good. Are you guys still going to take scrap metal from cast minis to reuse? I'm not sure what you're saying. Talking about Painterly Get. Are you talking about at ReaperCon, or do we do that already during production? Because right now we still do that during production, and we still kind of do that for ReaperCon as well. So the answer is yes to both of those. Here's the front side view, and if you guys come to the Kickstarter party next Saturday, which we should have some more information about that later tonight or tomorrow for sure, in an update in the Kickstarter, hopefully. you'll be able to come see this. I think we're gonna do like a big walkover so people can come in and look around. If you're at the Kickstarter party next Saturday, the countdown party. Um, yeah, and obviously we hope to have this open by ReaperCon, which is very likely. I don't want to overspeak or give a timeline, but hopefully it's open by ReaperCon. I know we've been talking about it for weeks. I know you guys are probably tired of hearing about the game store, but it's just very exciting. This is a fire escape ramp, which is going to double as a handicap ramp that they're building and putting together on the side of the building there, going up to that door. Let me see if I'm missing anything in chat. Oh, I see. Otis is working on the Bones 5 kobolds to work on. That's what he's painting tonight as he listens to me talk to myself and Justin. Let me see what else I have in here. A funny. Oh, can you go to the picture called Warranty, Justin? I saw this on the Facebook page today, this morning. I'm talking to you, Tyverse. You're right. Green Oaks Gaming. Are the golden medallions going to be retrieved and displayed in the game store? I don't think that's entirely 100% possible. I'm not sure. I don't think so. Sounds like a lot of work and messing up a lot of concrete that I don't know if we want to do. Oh yeah, so here, this comment was written by one of our employees here. The customer asked, I know y'all are busy and have a lot of going on, but I'm really worried that you may not have known that your extended warranty on your car has nearly ended. And I don't know who wrote this. Whose handwriting do you think that is? I think that might be Bonita's. It says, fear not, oh customer, I have received many a phone call about it already. That's a good response. So I think that was Bonita. I think, if I had to guess.
Funny is when you receive those calls for your brand new vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Still got a factory warranty.
Yeah.
Why would
Hey,
I
I just bought it. I don't own a car. It's pretty funny. Let's see. So shout out to whoever wrote this. I'll try to find out tomorrow. I didn't really get a chance to ask anybody today. I just saw it on the Facebook page. But I have a feeling it's Bonita, judging by the handwriting there. Big de-stressors. Yeah, Otis. Let's see. Oh, Justin. Oh, I don't know if you're able to play videos really quickly or not, but...
Depends on what video you're...
Okay, so there's a video called Record It. It should be right above warranty, or right next to it. It's just called Record It. 16505732720. Dave asked me to record the augmented reality stuff I've been kind of experimenting with on my little off time here as I finish molds up and do things like that. And so I was able to record myself and doing AR stuff that I have some plans for, and we're doing some tests to see if it's possible. Just some fun things for like ReaperCon and things like that. So, have I done a painted miniature yet? Yes, I do. Yes, I did, Pixel Cat. I can show that off too. We showed it off a little bit yesterday, and I think that's it yesterday. Here we go. So this has no sound, obviously, but you can see here I'm messing around. I'm messing around with the augmented reality. Something happened there. So it looked like
I restarted it.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so this is me finding a good spot to put the miniature, or the 3D scan. So here I'm just messing around, scaling it up and putting it in the scene. So I'm just moving it around. Here you go. So I'm just moving it around, making it really big. You can make it super big. I'm walking back so you can see it. You're about to see me kind of do a little selfie mode here. Right here. Ta-da! I have low battery. Don't worry, I fixed this. All right, so now I'm going to walk around it, get up close so you guys can see some of the details that it took from whenever I scanned it. You can kind of see the wood carved swirls there, and things like that. This is a part of the Talons of Winterfall option, legendary tail, sculpted by Jason. This is meant to be like a statue, an owl statue, and this is just me messing around. You can see David right here in the background. There's David working in Bones USA, and there's the wing detail, the carvings in the back. I'm walking around it. There's David again, and obviously I scaled this up pretty big, so there you go. That's it for the. I just did a quick little augmented reality because I know Dave wanted me to show it off, or Ed wanted me to show it off, so I took a little video of it. So that's pretty cool. And so the functionality of this is Bill, our store manager here, had the idea, or he went to a show where they had an iPad or something set up to where you could take a photo of something that was like augmented reality with you or like next to you. And so we've been throwing around some ideas about, doing Surf 4 scale, and maybe some Sophies. And for ReaperCon, you could do the iconics. So for ReaperCon, we have the 4 iconics that are a part of the factions. So we could do those. And it just sounds really fun and kind of a fun thing to do. And so I think we're going to do some tests at the Kickstarter party, and then I'll do some tests leading up to ReaperCon, to see how that goes. And I think that'll be really fun, to take some photos, and it's good little things to do at the convention. Have like a little space, a little booth, a little thing that you can just kind of tap on your little iPad and take some photos. It'll be fun. It's a fun time. You can also do things, for instance, around ReaperCon, is you can set up little QR codes, like on doors or walls or on tables and things like that. And you can walk around and just scan it with your phone, and then it'll pull up the AR. Boop, right there on your phone. And then as you walk around the convention, you can look at all the different models that we have scanned, and you can, look around. I can make them really big. So like I can make a huge Surf 4 scale or something like that you can walk around and look at. So I think that'll be really fun. A chance to pose with Sophie herself would make those of us in the Sophie fan club very happy. That'd be fun. And Kevin had the idea of doing some fairly unique poses as well, just for those photos. So you can like have some skeletons, like doing thumbs up, or giving the middle finger, or giving peace signs. So I think that's fun. Yeah, Aetherworks Nick. Hey buddy. I see that you had a good flight home, I hope. Nick left us on Tuesday to go back to Australia. So that could be a cool treasure hunt. I agree. It could be a cool treasure hunt. You kind of like look around. You can have a list of all the QR codes that are there, and then you could go around and like check them all off as you go through. That sounds very doable and very fun. Oh, and another idea that I had for this AR stuff is for social media. So like let's for instance the knolls that green users did, Julie. They're I think they're meant to be about 7 feet tall, compared to like a normal human. And so what I could do is scan the knolls and just have them next to me. I'm 5'6". I'm pretty small, and I could have a 7-foot knoll next to me to show the scale. But I could be like, oh, this is how big they would be in real life, kind of situation. Same thing for like the owlbears and things like that. The dragons. That'd be fun. Any update on the dwarven coins? I haven't seen them in the Kickstarter, and I don't know. I only know of what we talked about before the Kickstarter and kind of what we talked about before then, but I don't know if anything has been switched around. Because you guys know that obviously we have moved things around, and some of the graphics needed to be updated because we moved things around, and Ron is doing those. So, Ron's busting his ass, changing all the graphics and trying to keep everything organized, and talking to all the artists, getting things sculpted, making the graphics for me for the social media stuff, getting assets to Justin for videos, things like that. So he's doing a lot of stuff. Do you know how we're doing on the social unlock? Yes, I do, Julia. So I checked right before the stream, and we were a little bit over 5,000. So compared to the other 2 social media goals that we did, the current social media goal, do you have that picture, Justin?
I might actually.
It's the bee rider, the honeythorn.
I have the actual pictures. I don't have the.
Got it. That'll still do. Let me go. I'm in the updates. Let me go to the campaign so I can see. We were a little bit over 5,000. So, if you recall, the last two engagement models that we added to the core set, we did 5,000 was the goals. But Ron wanted to, or we wanted to update the goal a little bit because we were hitting 5,000 within a couple of days, and so we wanted to kind of push it a little bit more to try to get it to go a little bit more, to crank it up a little bit. And so we did 7,500 this time. So at this rate, I think we'll hit it over the weekend. But yeah, this is the. Let me make sure I get the name correct. The Honeythorn Lancer, sculpted by Jason Wiebe. Shout out to Gwydion in chat, if he's here. Shout out to Jason. The Honeythorn Lancer. Very cute, very fun. And Ron did confirm, he did tell me that this was going to be on a flight stand. So this is going to be on a clear flight stand. And yeah, his cute little bee man riding his bee. A lot of people are talking about the meme, the "Yo dog, I heard you like bees." So there you go. I love all the little texture, the texture of his fur all around his body, the big bee. And obviously this fits really well with the Briarwood. A lot of people were asking, why don't you just put it in the Briarwood expansion? And I don't know the answer to that, but I just know that it was chosen to put into the core set. So that is where it's going to be. Let's see if I'm catching up on chat real quick. The Flight of the Honeybee. That's right, Blood Red Skull. Need a stretch goal for 15K comments or 2K wish list. 2K wish list, yeah. Everybody put in their wish list and we'll get a 2K wish list goal. I mean, the comments were really flying yesterday and today. Because I'll be working, I'm doing stuff, and then I'll look up like every hour or so, and I'll refresh all the comments, and I'll go through them, and then, go back to work, and then refresh the comments. And you can always tell if something happened, because it'll be like 40 new comments, or 95 new comments, and it's like, oh, wow, something happened. There you go. I saw that the pledge calculator got added to the main campaign page of the Kickstarter. So for anybody that is new or that doesn't know, I know a lot of people in chat have been here for a long time, or they know how the pledge manager works and all that stuff. But I know I've been seeing a lot of questions coming up about the pledge manager, and I know that we want to do a video explaining to all the newbies and all the new people. Thank you everybody for. In the comments of the Kickstarter and the comments of all of our social media, a lot of people will jump in and explain, this is how the pledge manager works, or all that stuff, because a lot of newbies don't know that it's not out yet, or how it actually works. So thank you guys for that. But I think we are planning a big update with a video explaining exactly everything and going through and showing all that stuff. So that should be coming fairly soon. But right now the calculator is out, so it just has all the images and all the descriptions, and it's basically kind of like I want one of this, how much is it? And it'll basically calculate how much you should pledge on the Kickstarter to get all those things that you want. And so if you ever want to add more stuff, you just go back to the calculator and add things there. And if you ever want to take things away, so forth and so on. But it'll eventually turn into the pledge manager, but right now it is the calculator. Valandar the Red, yes. Will the wings of the 30th anniversary dragon get fixed and get back to the propagium presented on the concept sketch? Yes, it is being fixed, or has been fixed already. So whenever we show off the new render and all that stuff, you will see the updated sculpt of it. So yes. Will we be able to add to our backer kit later? So Lonely Yeti, we do not use backer kit. We use our proprietary Reaper pledge manager, something that we built ourselves. Hey, Ed's here, by the way. Yes, that is generally how most of our Kickstarters work. Is after this Kickstarter campaign ends and the pledge manager opens up, you will be able to add for a short amount of time until we close it. So you have all the way up until we close the pledge manager to add some funds. A lot of people like to compare it to like once a week add something new, or once a month you can just kind of, oh, I didn't get that dragon during the campaign, let me get it now, kind of a situation. Pew pew, how do you do? That's his new catchphrase. He needed a new one. So. Oh, I like how Ed's teleporting around the set. Oh yeah, I forgot about the 2-camera shenanigans. Yep. Oh, they said you look tired, Ed. You need some sleep this weekend.
It's been a long day.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, everybody's super busy. Like you said earlier. Everybody's really kicking it up. I wish I would have got a picture. We got some decorations in, and some stuff was being moved around the factory to get ready for the party next Saturday. And one of the centerpieces that we're kind of planning, I guess, for the party, and Courtney's building it, and Cindy had some ideas, is we're building a fireplace, a big fireplace. I kind of wanted to get a big picture of it. Maybe I can get a picture of it on Monday. And you know how the Green Griffin expansion has the fireplace as kind of like a centerpiece with the griffin head hanging off of it. We thought it would be fun to kind of build a faux fireplace, and where the storyteller sits around the fire and tells stories, and where adventurers come in to warm their bodies and things like that. So it'll be like kind of like a cozy set piece kind of a situation. But yeah, I know a lot of people were commenting on one of the gods in the Lost Tombs of Akir expansion, and how on a certain TV show that it was kind of earlier this week that model showed up in the show. I think that's just a quinky dink. We do not know prior information about anything like that. I don't think the mouse over there would tell us. So it was just a really funny happenstance. So I think that was just a good timing. Twisted Oma. No, I'll take a picture of it later next week. But it's basically just a fireplace made out of boxes. It's like a big fireplace made out of boxes. Because I was a big fan of a TV show called Out of the Box when I was younger. And that's kind of where I got the idea for decorating for the Kickstarter party. I don't know if you know Out of the Box, but the kids would go inside of like a small box, and then when they would go in, it would open up into like kind of like a TARDIS, but it would be like this huge clubhouse thing.
Oh,
and I always thought that was really fun.
I never saw that show. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah.
It was a kids show. So that was the idea that I had for when I messaged you about my idea.
Yeah, about the idea.
I was like, oh yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, the part that Courtney has built, I had to be back over in that area today. It was really, it's going to be fun. Mm-hmm. And it could double as a clubhouse, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, new batteries. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
always got to have
batteries.
an extra set. Yeah. Justin always says, "Oh, your batteries are fine," and then they go out right in the middle. So.
Yeah. Let me check mine. Actually, I don't think I checked them. Yeah, I got two bars.
So it's pre-Friday night. What's wild and exciting?
Pre-Friday night. Well, I showed pictures of the store. I talked about the store. Nothing much has changed since last week. And talked a little bit about the Kickstarter. People were asking about the bee rider here, the Thorn. I got the name right. Honeythorn Lancer.
Well, on the store, I've got the restaurant people involved, the equipment people involved. We're changing over, like I'd mentioned before, to sandwiches only, and dropping the pizza portion initially because of the voltage and amperage requirement for that part we can't find. And I've got it all turned in, and now my fingers are crossed, and I'm hoping that we can at least get it. Because the tough part here is the kitchen's actually tied to the store, so we can't really open one without the other. So,
yeah.
But we do get a pre-inspection next Tuesday. I've got a friend that's actually an inspector here in the city, and or not in this city, in a city here in the Metroplex. And they're going to just be coming out and go. There's Nick. I just wrote an email to you. And yeah, Nick, as soon as you were gone, it wasn't a day before everybody's complaining that you weren't there to balance moles. So, so anyway, we've got a friend here. They're going to come out Tuesday and give us sort of a quick once over, like, hey, you need to watch this or something. It'd be nice.
When will the information be released about the party, like timing and such? Where will that be posted? It should
Ron's
be on
going
the
to try and
Kickstarter
get the
update.
tickets up today. I don't know if he is. He'll tell us when he gets on. But he was trying to. They're going to be like a weird number, like $9.40. And that way, sales tax, for those that have to pay sales tax, will add to it, and it'll be the $10 we talked about. And then other people that don't have to pay the sales tax, it'll be like $9.41 or something.
Okay.
And things like that.
And you only need to buy the ticket if you want to eat, correct?
Correct,
Okay.
yes. And that is just the barbecue part.
Yeah.
We always do a cake or cupcakes, and we have different drinks, all that kind of stuff. There's no charge for that. All that's free. This is just because everybody, we did a straw poll the other night, a couple nights ago, and I said pizza or barbecue, and everybody just almost wholeheartedly barbecue won. And so that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
And
it's a little expensive, so that's why.
and it
we're
is, and
doing
this also
tickets.
too gives us, now this is nowhere near what it costs. I mean, we're not trying to make anything on it, but really what we're also trying to do is see how much we need, because it is expensive. You just don't want to show up and say, oh, well, I need enough for 1,000 people, and
Yeah.
then 20 show up.
Yeah.
Or the opposite. Oh, I only have 20 people that said they're coming, and then 1,000 show up.
Correct.
So-
So that will be in a Kickstarter update, and it'll be all over our socials as well as
Yeah.
a big post.
But the tickets should go up. You just buy it online.
At reapermini.com.
And just print out a receipt and bring it with you, bring it out. But if you lose it, no problem.
We'll have it
We'll be
guaranteed.
we'll have a book there. We're figuring out the actual machinations of it. Open bar, sure, for soft drinks.
Yeah. We have the store will be open, so.
Yeah.
And I think that Saturday there should be an event.
What time is it? Noon, 1.
Ron has said noon to 5.
Noon to 5.
I think the Kickstarter ends at 5. So we might start a little bit before noon.
Yeah.
And then go a little bit past 5. A lot of people like to hang around and talk and things like that, but we got to eventually kick people out.
Yes,
So,
the popcorn machine will be working, of course. Actually, we have a new popcorn machine.
a new one.
I had to get another one. The wiring sort of finally gave out on that other one for 10 years of heavy use. So, so anyway, yes, that'll be free popcorn everywhere. And it does a pretty good batch. I did it a lot to get it more seasoned and get it going. It was a little sterile at first because
Yeah.
it was all new.
Yeah, it's kind of like a cast iron. You gotta.
in a weird way,
gotta
yeah.
season it.
Yeah. Does the store sell Dr. Pepper? Yes.
I think it also has Diet Dr Pepper. I think.
Yes, it does. We'll have to make sure Bill's got, and about every energy drink you can imagine.
Yeah. Coffee sometimes.
Yeah, I think there's a coffee bar in there too. I don't know what it is. It's just a Keurig machine. I would hate to call it a coffee bar. That sounds like
that,
there's
yeah.
something else. So like it's actually laid out.
Was there an announcement on the Reaper baseball cap? No, I think these were a few pieces.
No, but he actually wants to put them up. He got enough to
okay.
get, yeah.
Nice.
So I don't know what he's going to put them up for, or
Just
what
the
they
other
will go
camera.
up for. This is a project Dave did on the side, and to just he wanted a nice cap, a Reaper cap, and so he got a made and sort of like that, and they'll be up now for 20. Yeah, I think that's what they are. But they've got a very serious embroidery to it. They're not just a quick knockoff. The red, the gold, the skull, the eyes, things like that. So we went out there and picked them up the other day. But that was just his side project to do that. But, he says they're already up now for 20. So, yeah, that works.
Oh, they're already up?
Yeah, because they weren't. I know they weren't cheap. And Dave asked me, he goes, well, everybody sells them for $5. I was like, well, Dave, you paid, 16 for them or something outrageous. So, I mean, for a hat. But he did it as a labor of love, not as a product line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really nice. Because I know we've experimented with a lot of colors in the past. There was a hat that we got made that was like silver border with white lettering or something like that. It just looked a little weird.
Weird. It just sort of washed out, even on a black and six. But yeah, Trish Roma, they are embroidered. And in fact, too, I got to see her machines, and that was very impressive. They're noisy, but man, they're just all computer driven, and they're sitting there doing. I was like, wow, you've got the. No one would ever know because she does it out of her house, sort of like a garage expansion, and you'd never know that all that was in there. But then again, you drive by our building, you'd never know what the hell's in there. So,
are these on reapermini.com?
I haven't been on there. I don't know.
Let me check. Some people said they're up, so.
You need to stop trying to watch this on your phone. Yeah, I gave up on that, but I don't have a big phone, so I don't know what size phone you've got.
Oh, they are.
Got the basic one.
So the Reaper baseball cap Item number 1739.
Yeah.
1739. If you want.
There's not many of them, but they're there. I mean, there's a good amount. It's not like 3. You do not need to drop everything and go. I'm not trying to do that. But we just picked up one box and it was sizable. And you know what? If they're popular, we can go get more.
Oh, they're on the front page too on the website.
Will they make it to the UK store, US only? No, they will. They will go in this week's shipment. And Paxton's already was told about it. I think that he was going to send 6. I was going to try and get him to go up to 12 in the quantity. And that's really where we're still groping in the night with the UK is we'll ship 48 of something and then they'll sell 6 will sell. And then we'll go, okay, we'll find send 12 and then they'll be gone in a day. So let's see. That's the 30th anniversary. Hopefully it'll be on the Kickstarter soon.
Yeah, we haven't revealed where it is or how much it costs yet.
There's some empties on the current map. There's some empty spots down there. You know, Ron went ahead and sort of populated everything, and we did stuff like that back in the first Kickstarter, which is what we've been trying to emulate here, sort of a different kind of approach to it. And so he's got some empty spots down there where it just shows dollar amounts. And, it could fit in down there easily.
Yeah, I think, I don't know. I would maybe expect something this weekend. And then some stuff next week as well. As the artists come in, you guys might see the artists come in and talk about stuff. And I think there's going to be some cool reveals next week as well.
Oh, yeah, I was shown some cool stuff. Just right before I left out, got an email showing me stuff.
Oh.
And it'll be good. It's going to be a lot of cool stuff is coming. And we'll just see. We'll keep going. Go as far as we can. That's all. That's what it's all about.
Oh, barbecue tickets are up as well.
Well, then there you go.
So under the April releases, just go to the new release tab, probably. The April new release tab, and you'll see the ticket. So if you're coming to the Kickstarter party, I'll ask Ron to make me a little graphic for it tonight. I'll put it probably tomorrow morning. I'm assuming Ron will make an update on the Kickstarter.
And put it in there? Well, Painterly Git, I hate to disappoint you. I've not heard a lot of discussion in the halls about a Weaselmancer.
There was talk. Dave wanted to do one. I wanted to do one, you know. I just don't know how far it made it. So I don't know. It could still happen.
I mean, I know they're up there working. He's got the two. Kevin's up there. Daryl's up there.
All the sculptors are still sculpting stuff.
Yeah. Well, Steve, we did. We showed the lighthouse earlier, and then everybody unanimously said they hated it. So we took it down and said, we will never show this ever again.
Yeah, you missed it.
Or discuss it. Should have been here.
Yeah. It sucks
I know that there'll be like brisket and sausage, but I don't think there'll be burgers and dogs because we're going to Rudy's, and they don't really do burgers and dogs.
Yep.
But there'll be briskets and sausage, and turkey.
As well.
Yeah, and then beans and potato salad. Now, we won't be bringing, we usually in the past we've done their cobbler for dessert. We won't do that because we're going to be bringing in other things that are dessert. So, and then there'll be bread there.
Okay, so let me make sure I write this down. Hat and party tickets. There we go.
So you want to talk about Kyle the Dragon? What would you like to know?
A lot of people have been calling him Kyle. I don't know where that came from.
I would just call Kyle. I don't know. I just saw it earlier.
I mean, it's been floating around a lot. Everybody says 30th anniversary dragon parentheses Kyle. So I think that was the Discord. Maybe I don't know where that came from. Let's see. Let me go down my list here. I want to give a shout out to Brizinger or Lou is his name on the Facebook page and in the comments of the Kickstarter. And he's also been posting it on the Discord and everywhere else as well. But Lou, he's the one that does all the graphs for all the past Kickstarters.
I commented on it early on. I liked what he was doing.
It's very fun.
It's the only thing I thought was weird is that he's putting the full population of each Kickstarter and then where we are as a percentage of that full population, which means it's always showing really small. But it doesn't matter. I mean, it would be a hassle to go and dig up each day and compare it on this day you were here and all that. So.
Yeah, it's very insightful.
But it is. It's very good.
And I all the conversation around it is nice as well. It's just good. I know it takes a lot of time and a lot of stuff to write that up and look at all the data and stuff. So I just want to give a special shout out to Lou and Brizinger.
Yeah. No, he's done that each year or each Kickstarter, and it's nice to sort of see how they all flow, you know, and things like that. So.
How much does it cost to attend the Kickstarter party? I think somebody commented, I think it was $9.40.
No, that's the barbecue. This doesn't cost anything to attend the party.
Oh, it's free. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry. sorry, if you want to eat, you have to buy a ticket.
I guarantee you that's going to continue to confuse.
It'll be
confuse
yeah.
people, probably.
In the graphic that Ron makes, it should probably be very clear.
Yeah, completely optional.
Yeah.
No, party's free. Party favors are free. All that kind of stuff. It's just if you want the barbecue, and that's it. But
Yeah.
it'll be good. It'll be fun. Everybody will get it sorted.
Okay, so I know probably tomorrow or early next week, I saw a painted model from one of the most current expansions. Let me pull it up here. It was painted by Daryl. Let me go back to my page. It was in the Dungeon Dweller expansion. Justin, I don't know if you have that graphic. It is the Denizens of the Dungeon. Sorry. It is the spider that is a part of that.
No, Duke, we're not. There's not a kids' meal of anything. It's just going to be the barbecue. I mean, however that works. We didn't. Honestly, it never came up as a discussion.
There it is. So you see the slug, and then to the left of the slug you have the giant, the monstrous spider, the giant spider, 2-inch base.
Right.
Daryl painted this that we had. We printed.
I saw
out,
it. Yeah, I saw
and
one.
Daryl
I saw it
printed
on Ron's desk.
He showed me the kind of the inspiration of what he used to paint it as, and actually seeing this thing printed and painted and put like on a desk or something, it's pretty scary.
Yeah, it's got that sort of tarantula gait and walk to it.
Yes.
And then Ben Rodman, I saw the footed Minotaur had been painted.
I have that picture in my folder as well, Justin. I think it's called Minotaur. I think, but we'll show that off later. Of the painted spider, it's really scary actually. Like, because normally we have the Arakoth. He's a huge spider,
Right,
so
and
it's kind of
yeah.
like comically large. And then we have all the little spiders. There you go.
There we go.
Look, I read your mind all the time. Ed always comes to me and he's like, "Hey, can we do this, or have you done this?" I'm like, "I already did it."
Already did it. Yeah. Get out of my way.
But there you go. There's Ben Rodman's. Is that who it is? Right?
That's what somebody said in there.
Yes, I believe it is. Let me pull up my folder.
Why
I'm
is there a
pretty sure.
shipping cost for the ticket? There shouldn't be. There's supposed to be a button that Ron said he was going to push that made everything free shipping on it.
Yeah, there shouldn't be.
I hope you don't live far away.
I would. We should. Is Ron listening? Hello, Ron.
I don't know if he is, but I can confirm that is what Ed and Ron said earlier. That Ron said we should be able to put.
Yeah, that's right. Justin was in my office trying to hide from work, and and Ron was on the phone.
Yeah.
Well, call Ron, text Ron.
Yeah, text
and
him
Justin.
and be like, "Hey." Yeah, get the barbecue.
Yeah,
shipped
yeah.
to you.
I wouldn't touch it. There's no telling what it'd look like by the time you got it. But
Let's see. I probably won't start until the live starts. 15 minutes more. I'll fix it. All right. What was I saying? Oh, Ben Rodman.
you live in
yes.
Wichita Falls. I went to school at Midwestern. That's where I graduated from. Lived in Wichita Falls for a while.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The Panhandle, is what we call it.
It's not really the Panhandle. It's on the way to the Panhandle.
It's,
I was
it's
there
up
when they actually rebuilt the falls. Well, they didn't rebuild the falls. They just invented some falls and had them to where when you drive through town, you could say, hey, oh, those must be the falls.
Mm-hmm. And I believe this model was sent to Ben Rodman up there. And so...
$940 plus $940 shipping. Now, that's some expensive shipping.
Yeah. You can kind of see an early painted preview of the Minotaur in the Denizens of the Dungeon expansion, which you can get yourself for $50 if you want to get the Denizens of the Dungeon.
And Gray Mouse, I don't know if we could get it up there fast enough for it to still be good. I guess, they ship food, and they put it in those styrofoam containers with all of those freezers in the dry ice.
All right, so Ron should be looking into that. So if you want to hold off for a little bit until we get that fixed. Thanks for the gifted sub, No Time. But yeah, let's see if I have anything else to show. I showed off earlier when you weren't here. I showed off the AR. I took a video of the AR of me walking around and things like that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I didn't know if you wanted to see that, but I took it earlier. I showed it off. Maybe Tiveris. Anything can happen.
Ha! $434 for first class and $1409 for UPS Crown.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm glad we get to vet it right now.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
so-
as opposed to tomorrow morning, because that would mean everybody's inbox would be full.
We should definitely. It should be fixed before the update goes out and all that stuff. So if you guys want to hold off, just hold off for a second.
That's what he goes. Yeah, I was doing the AR. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, what were you doing?
Oh,
And then I remembered the owl.
Oh,
did you get out into the parking lot and do that? What you were going to try?
the store hasn't been open for a couple of days because they've been working on other stuff. So I haven't been able to go up there because I don't have a key. But I did go out into the parking lot and make it really huge, and really large, and look up at it. Yeah, it's ginormous. I did do that. Yes, I didn't take a video or anything of that, but.
Yeah, we'll have the new game store open. I mean, and there's light in there. I mean, we just can't do anything. But yes, it'll be open up there. We'll be able to talk and show y'all. And
yeah, it'll be empty, but
yeah,
you can walk around and talk about where things are going to go and look around.
But at least I have a contingency plan. So on the 29th, when they tell me no dice, you lose, then hopefully I have something there.
Is the party costume based? No, you can wear a costume.
Yeah,
if you
people
want,
do. Yeah,
but it's just general attire. It's just a fun little thing that we're going to do. Little shindig.
more of a tradition. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, Paint Club has started back up. We reopened the other store. We didn't rearrange everything. It still looks like a warehouse. But Paint's Club did start back up a little bit. And I came through here on Saturday and saw a lot of stuff, a lot of activity.
So next week is going to be a flurry of activity because we have the artist coming in. We have Joseph coming in. I know.
I think some of the first artists get in on Tuesday, and then the bulk of them Wednesday, I believe, or something. And then Ron will be putting them to work.
Yeah, so you might see some artists on here, maybe.
That would be good.
Maybe on Thursday night-ish. Also,
I know
during the
Bob
Kickstarter
Rodolphe
party.
loves it. He's a camera hog.
Yeah.
Not really, but
I
According to
mean,
Ron, by the way, he turned off the barbecue ticket, and he's informed yet.
okay.
okay.
So
All right. So that means it'll probably likely be fixed tomorrow morning because I think kids are almost asleep
dressed
right
as an
now.
arachno assassin.
Let's see.
That's an interesting concept. Yeah.
Arachno assassin. That's easy. I can make you an arachno assassin costume. It's pretty easy. Just get some skeletal hands and kind of attach them to yours so they dangle.
Oh, that'd be an idea. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's a fun idea. I might make that for you for ReaperCon.
Oh, I always did my Reaper. I've always done the Grim Reaper a jillion years ago. That's where those scythes came from.
Oh, you would just go to ReaperCon dressed as the Grim Reaper?
Yeah.
Oh.
With those, that's where those came from. Well, they're just in different events. It wasn't a whole lot. Killer spider or a spider killer. All right. 90-mile trek once a month. Wow.
Yeah, so, I mean, Joseph Wolf comes in, right? Joseph Wolf's coming in next week. And we're going to be doing some streams, right, Justin?
yes,
I
we
guess
are.
Justin's asleep.
No. He had to unmute himself.
Yes, we are. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's actually going to take the place of the Bone Sick update.
Mm-hmm. And so you're going to see some of the minis that are in the Kickstarter being used in a tabletop role-playing game with some people playing in it, with DM'd by Joseph. And Justin's been prefacing, is that the word? Preparing. That it's not going to be like a Reaper Errant or anything like that where we have a bunch of terrain and very produced and a bunch of different camera angles and things like that and sound effects and weather effects and things like that. It's going to be more of like kind of like a fun little get-together play test.
And we've already started rearranging. We're moving the gallery over to the store where it's going to be so that we have room to put the artists in over there. And then the games, I guess, will be over here.
I think so, yeah. We have the big...
Because there's that table over there set up or to be set up for it.
Yeah, we had a big custom table built for ReaperCon so we can run games in the future and for streams and things like that. So we're going to be putting that together. It's split in half right now, but we'll put it together. More like a real D&D game? Yeah, it'll be more like you're sitting at your kitchen table drawing on a map kind of situation. But you'll be able to see the models and stuff being used in it. Yeah, tabletop gaming is still awesome. Shout out to Nightheart Gaming.
So, what questions? I mean, I can't believe y'all are so questioned out.
What do you mean? We do an update show every day, and people get their questions answered for the most
Gosh,
part.
Rama, that is correct. I did see that. I just now read that. Yeah, it was not popular at the old folks' home.
So we're not.
You know, my dad. That's a dumb story. My dad. I came this close to buying a hearse one time, just because it was, they're low mileage back then. You could get them for cheap. They're low mileage cars, things like that. And so anyway, I told my dad about it, and he's like, "Not no, but hell no. Life is depressing enough without waking up every morning and seeing a hearse in your driveway." I'm like, okay, I get it. I think.
Magic Chicken. Can you explain the difference between OG Bones, Bones Black, and Bones USA?
Yes.
We have a YouTube video.
There is, but OG Bones are...
The recycled PVC plastic.
No, but I mean, what's OG stand for?
Like original. Original.
Oh, original bones.
Like OG bones, like classic bones.
Yeah. OG bones are just PVC without any coloration in it whatsoever, and they're shot at about an 80 durometer, and it's an older technology, but it's what worked for what we do, so that you can get one piece out of it and stuff like that. And it works well. Now, the Bones Black is a hybrid. I really don't, it's not straight up polystyrene,
yeah,
but it's a PVC. But really, its trick is it is a very high durometer.
Yeah, it's really hard, stiff.
And it has some good features to it, but it doesn't model as well, I think. I mean, but that I've had to play with it. Other people, I mean, it depends on the piece. Some pieces model really well. So anyway, but it's a very good material, but it solved the problem of the original, which was everybody's complaining about, is bendy swords and stuff like that. Then the Bones USA is made here, and it's actual thermal injected plastic resin. It's like hips, just a different area on the whole thing. So anyway, we actually make it here, and it really models well. Unlike we had the problem with the original Bones of not liking some primers and things like that. Yeah. This loves whatever you want to put on.
Bones USA seems to take everything.
Everything, and it paints well, and the details there. It really is. It was definitely another evolutionary step worth taking, and learning it. But it's a new process. Yeah, Siocast makes they're sort of like the Spincaster side. They made the machine and the material, but the machines themselves are not for the faint of heart. It is not a plug and play or fire and forget kind of machinery or anything. And so we've had to really get into it very extensively and figure out how to get the best out of the material as well as the production side of it and stuff like that. But it's all done here in-house, so we actually control it. And it's been a lot of fun.
It's been great.
It's kind of thing. We also run over in the other shop, that's where that machine is right now at least, an actual just injection plastic, polystyrene hips, and that's where we run bases in and a lot of terrain on it and things like that. And I think there's a few figures over there. But so we've done all of these, and every one of them has an advantage and a disadvantage. And do we recycle the Bones USA plastic? Mm-hmm. If we have to, but normally recycle to the extent of they go? Yeah, they all go back out. Yes. Yeah. Oh, the Bones USA. No, you don't have to recycle it. We grind it back up and put it in the material.
Yeah. I consider that recycling.
Recycling, I guess it would be. Recycling to me is for sending it off somewhere.
I see people asking about the Raptors. Yes. So a lot of the Bones Black stuff that you see and a lot of stuff that's out of stock, you guys might start seeing being made out of Bones USA.
There's a project that actually will be sitting down and having a meeting tomorrow. It's just Ron's call. But I got to pull a group together, and we've got a project to start filling those voids there. But they'll be filled with the Bones USA material, that whole process.
Yeah.
Because now we're on top. I won't say we've conquered it. We're still I would still say we're in our last beta part, but it's very close. We're now getting production numbers up. The quality control issues. It's really a lot of procedures, a lot of steps that have to be involved. The machines take maintenance. It's just, as I said, it's a lot like metal production in the sense that if you just can't turn somebody loose in there and then come back in 6 hours and go, hey, where's my stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, there's just a lot to it. So,
and then we have Base Boss 2 fulfillment to do. And then obviously, like we've said, this Kickstarter, Bones 6, is going to have some Bones USA models in it. So we got to do that as well. So that's all coming down the pipeline for the...
This sets up, yes. And I mean... Anybody that's followed us for a long time, and maybe they figured out, maybe they hadn't, we're very evolutionary. We don't take, as our company stance, we don't take big jumps just for the sake of jumping. So while this particular Kickstarter would have been awesome to do in Bones USA, entirely, We could have had fun doing that. I'm not about to sign off on that and do it.
It's still fairly new.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is take a big chunk of this. I say big chunk. That we're going to say a chunk will go to the vendors, and a chunk will be produced here.
Yeah.
And then that gives us our test, our chomps, whatever you want to call it, to build up to get it to go.
Yeah. I think that's a smart way to do it.
And then we're going to wait till the end. We have to really sort of wait until after the Kickstarter's done, and just to be able to decide which figures what, go through, look at them, what are the quantities on them, what are we going to produce, things like that. It'd been real nice to tell you, hey, we're doing the spider level or the wolf pack or something like that.
Yeah, and we will eventually. I think I think we can eventually once things
Oh,
are
yeah, when
solidified.
it goes into the pledge manager, it'll have to, because people are going to want to know, and we'll say these, to let them know this is the material, this is coming. It's either going to be Bones Black or Bones USA. Is that's the two materials we're using.
Be the majority. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, Happy Little Minis, that China ever goes away. I think they're just, but there's certain things that they would excel at, and doing small little things is, I don't know. I mean, you just will have to get there. A lot of what's hurting us is just the shipping and that side of it. It is not too. Can you do translucent? I believe so. I think we've talked with them about it. We haven't done it here yet, but there's a lot of stuff. We've still got stuff to play with.
Yeah, it just comes down to R&D and time to do
that we've done in Bones USA. It's pretty large. We did some big ogres with it, because we're trying to get our piece count down. You could do a very large, and I've seen, there was a guy posted a dragon, our company did, that was very large, but when you got down to it, it had a really high piece count for them to be able to do that, and like building a model kit. And we find that most people would rather paint than assemble a model. So we've done some very large stuff, what we call large, which would be giants and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we're trying to keep that piece count down into 1 and 2 and 3 pieces.
Thank you, Gray Mauser, for answering that question. People were asking about the baseball caps. If you go to reapermini.com on the front page, there's a banner on the bottom right.
We started. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish.
You're fine.
Okay. On Doug, we actually were doing SIO hard long before it was ever announced.
Yeah, we were kind of. They sent
we
it to us
got
a
we
little bit
got
ahead
some
time.
of the very first batches. In fact, a whole order of it. So we had it in production for a couple of months.
And it's great.
Yeah. But the nice thing about it is what you'll see. We got a video coming up. It's the beauty of what we have here is a lot. This is what made metal so nice. I can go in and mix the formula I need for the batch. Okay, if I have a big chain, or if I have a contract job or anything like that, and we used to do that with the white metal to get it where. And you can do this here. If we need a batch that's a little bit more flexible, we can add that in. We can add in the old 65 or this new SIO hard 65. We can pick our ratios. So and that's actually a very, very big plus. Of all the minis and Bones USA, what's your favorite?
Ooh, that's a tough choice. It kind of changes, especially now that I'm actually making the molds, because it feels really good to make the mold and then look at production when they make something. Because like if I make a mold and I'm like, oh, this looks pretty good, and then they make it, I'm like, wow, this looks great. So
yeah.
It kind of changes all the time.
Yeah, the translucent, I don't know if we'll do colors or if it's straight translucent. I don't know. We can do it. We can play with it. We just haven't had time yet. We usually do stuff like that in what we call tech sessions, and we've done 2 of those, and that's where we just sort of stop everything, and then we blow half a day talking, discussing, running over, messing with stuff, solving problems, doing weird stuff like that.
You got to cool down the metal or the plastic, take all the plastic out, put the new ones in, and it's just a whole big process.
Actually, the molds you're making now, ironically, they caught up because we had Nick Fletcher here for a while, and so there were no molds. They were out of masters today. So we got another batch of masters coming back through. But it's sort of funny. And you're already on love. So see what gives. Oh man, you should have been here.
Hi, Ron.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, Ron.
Ron's here.
I thought that was you, but I thought, well, he hadn't spoke up, so maybe I was
just waiting because you were using all the air in the room. I thought I would just wait till I can grab a gasp and then jump in and just say hello, and there's my words for the day.
Yeah. Well, that'll give you a chance to talk all over me.
Time to leave.
Any big updates from you, Ronald?
Nope. Y'all like my shirt?
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, cool.
Mine's on the way.
On tpublic.com.
Let's see, mine's Cav. That's somebody else. That's not even Reaper. I'm sorry.
Exclamation point merch in the chat.
Yeah.
Guess I'm going to have to order shirts for everybody at the shop for the party.
No, I'm trying to get mine before the party. I mean, it's on its way. I have mine on the way.
Yeah.
That is a good point.
I don't think TeePublic will turn them around that quickly.
Oh, really? Oh, well, I ordered it a while ago.
Yeah. So. For a week, I don't think they'll turn it around that fast. Mm-hmm. So. But yeah, you can still get them. They'll be up after the Kickstarter's over too. So
yeah. Ongoing.
Yeah, they'll be up for permanently.
I will say I am spoiled. For all events, I usually at some point walk into my office and find 2 T-shirts on my chair.
On the chair.
Yeah. Make it easy for you.
Injection. Yeah. I guess.
So we've had all sorts of fun questions here.
Yeah, we've done a lot of stuff. Talked about.
And then you got
graphs.
all the questions over the barbecue ticket.
Yeah. You know what? I follow the directions and whatever.
Yeah.
So
it should be fixed by hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah, I wrote Kit.
Doug, I would. Yeah.
Said the free shipping button not working.
Yeah.
So it's up to Kit to do that.
Okay. And it will likely be in an update as soon as it's fixed and goes out and all that stuff too.
It'll just well, I mean, I sent him the message. He's asleep probably right now.
Yeah.
No, actually, we were talking just about an hour ago. So yeah, he could easily be asleep.
He could be. I sent him the message, and we'll see if he gets it fixed. So, and if it gets fixed tonight, we'll turn it back on tonight. So, the Shadow Raven was asking on, I think, the comments on Kickstarter.
Oh yeah.
Where's the Sophie bus? And someone said above her navel.
Yeah.
Well, ooh, that's good.
Got him.
Right. Sorry, Shadow Raven. There's no Sophie bust in this Kickstarter.
I tried to let them down easy, but they wanted to hear it from you. They don't trust what I tell them.
It's a great idea, and with something we've talked about many times on this show, and then and all over the place. Just don't have it ready for this Kickstarter. Maybe ReaperCon.
Dr. Bob. Oh, I'm sorry. Go
That's
ahead.
a good place to put it.
Several sculptors have expressed interest in doing Sophie busts. Maybe we should do just multiple Sophie busts and just have different ones.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway,
But anyway, Dr. Bob, I have no idea. Let me get it open, and then we'll figure out more of the menu. But yeah, Goblin Cheddar Mac is always good. Whatever. So
Whatever.
Dynamic bus with small arms.
But there. Oh yeah, that's I know Ron is, like I said, he's been really busy doing stuff and rearranging things, and those will be updated eventually.
Which one?
One with the corset graphic with that's something. It's not as
Easy.
Yeah, it's a lot of moving parts, and like I said, I think we've kind of got it sort of shaken down pretty well now. But yeah, I need to go in probably tomorrow and just go ahead and get the corset graphic just fixed, because we'd had it planned out a certain way, and then we knew that something might change, and so we have to go back now and just sort of change it to the other thing.
They're asking if this is Reaper Live. It's not Reaper Live. We never seem to get Reaper Live start on time, so I would say in another 1 minute.
We started right at 5.
It's okay, Shadow Raven.
No, it'd be 6.
I'm
6 to
not mad.
7 is Reaper Live.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
5 to 6 was the Kickstarter update. But we can't do anything until Ron does his opening.
You're right.
Nah, you guys have already done that. We're going to delay that until the first Thursday in May.
Oh, okay.
In my mind, I thought when we went live at 5, I was like, oh, it's Reaper Live time. So I started doing Reaper Live stuff. Whoops.
That's okay.
Sorry, guys.
It's all the same. It's all the same.
Yeah.
It's all the same.
I was holding it down. I was like, I got this.
So
what's going in the empty slots down there on the map?
Can't tell
You
you.
gonna go ahead and
Can't
tell
tell
you?
you.
Oh
Can't tell you.
man, see, I tried. There you go, guys.
Okay, well, I didn't slide the new map over for Justin, but 1300 is going to be the newts, the fire newts. Justin, can you pull up the fire newts?
Fire newts.
Okay. Your mic is off in there, Justin, by the way.
No, I was.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
No,
Sorry.
he's been
It was off
he's
while
been
ago.
nodding off and on all day.
I don't blame him. I'm about to nod off too. Yeah, fire nudes, Graziati, fire nudes.
Yeah, nudes, yeah.
There they are. They're invisible. Oh,
Refresh it.
Here we go. There they are. There they
there
are.
we go.
And we actually previewed these on Reaper Live last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff's been in progress for a long time.
Well, it takes a long time to come up with a yeah.
It's a lot of work, and when you got it, it just takes a long time to collect up all this stuff. Can you zoom in a little there, Justin? Or
I know the old graphic that you showed a long time ago of the green. They were green.
yeah, they were green. Yeah, and I really like the green. I really do for presentation purposes. I don't put them on the Kickstarter graphics just because I don't want people to think they're getting green.
And not everybody
Injected.
sculpts in that color, so it's a little bit hard to do that stuff.
But Chris has been doing his renders in green, and Jason has always done his in green. I like it. I like the
It does.
green.
It does. It really. It's a
pops.
weird how it just makes it pop.
It does pop, yeah. So it looks really good. Someone was commenting on a lot of people like the shaman with his dire rat familiar.
The head shape.
They really like the eyeball licking newt.
Yeah, there's a lot of personality. I think.
And
is
then
what they say.
two people were complaining about the tails, how they wrapped around the leg.
Yeah, one doesn't.
That was like, I'm whatever. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Well, see, Justin, see if you can get them larger. I mean, we've got the text body. You've done it before.
Watch, he's gonna.
I
love it
and
when
probably
he does this.
somewhere if Justin were to dig through his archives of tons of photographs, there's the green images of these guys. Well, we did play around with the idea of injecting these in red, in like a red color, but I don't think we're going to do that. I think we're just going to keep it.
There we go.
You can see his little dire rat familiar under his left
Did
arm.
you say larger?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Perfect.
How large you want it?
Man,
That's
those high
good.
res
That's
images.
Good. That's
Ron.
good. Yep.
That
That's
I
good.
can go
Hey, dude,
further.
I'm not
good.
going to say stop, so you can keep clicking. I mean, it's.
We'll do
Yeah.
this.
Okay, those look good. Yeah. Anyway, Jason Weeby sculpted the fire newts. They look great. And 1.3 million. Yeah, we can do it. We got this.
Oh, easy.
You guys got this.
I totally forgot the shaman had a rat familiar underneath.
He's got, yeah. I told Joe about it, Joseph Wolf, and he was like, "Why a rat?" I'm like, "Why not?" You know,
Why not?
Okay,
Could be
it's
anything.
cool to have for a reptile or a reptilian type creature to have a mammalian familiar. I think that's kind of
There's
cool.
okay. When Nick was here, we were up here
There you
late
go.
one night, and there's a master. I forgot. I don't remember what we were doing, trying to balance a mold, but there was a frog on the base between the legs, and it hadn't fully cast. I just thought, what the hell is this? Is this junk on the mold? And I almost started clipping them all off, and that was when Nick was like, "Oh no, that's a frog." And so when I stopped and looked at it, I go, "Oh, okay." But then of course I had to ask, why a frog?
It was one of the most recent releases. I think it's the mage,
Yeah, I think it was a
the young mage. With
Oh, with the frog.
yeah, I think he has
the
a frog
frog familiar?
on the
Uh-huh.
ground.
Yeah. If that was his familiar, it was the frog between his. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he almost lost his familiar.
There you go. Yeah, the eye licking one has a lot of personality. Very cool.
They're really cool.
I always loved that sword style too.
Oh, I just noticed
Asian.
the head plate on the one with the shield and the mace there. There's like a little head plate on top.
Yeah. Very cool pieces. Very cool. Jason did a great job. And then at 1,330,000, we open up Denizens of the Dungeon Part 1, right?
Yeah.
And then at 1.375, we get the Bugbears by Bobby Jackson.
Oh yeah.
Can you pull up the Bugbear graphic, 1.375, Justin? There they are.
Yeah.
Blood Club Bugbears. That's a kind of a tongue twister.
Blood Club.
Blood Club Bugbears. 5 Bugbears. And they're really cool.
I think I've seen them all except for
except for the-
Korak.
except for the shaman, yeah.
Yeah, Korak.
Okay, Justin, can you make them larger? Thought we have to go do that again.
I think everyone can see him. It's just you.
Can
That's
you make
fine.
them smaller?
Oh, perfect. Thank you, Dave. I'll make them smaller.
Oh yeah, that's much better.
So there's Clog, Grumph,
Yeah,
Tonk, Korak, and forget the other guy's name.
Yeah, a lot of people commenting on the names I saw.
Yeah.
So
One person actually said, whoever came up, it was Lidless Eye Hobbies, I think, said, whoever came up with the names, they need a raise. They literally said that.
Oh, I'm glad I came up with the
they
names.
literally said that. Yeah. I saw
it's in
Steve
the
Skellerman
comments.
took this photo and he
He
renamed him.
renamed him
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah, Barry, Harry, Larry, or something like
I
that.
told him, I said, we almost named him Barry, Andy, Robin, and Maurice, but we didn't.
Yeah.
And the Bee Gees have a sister named Leslie, by the way, and so Tonk was going to be named Leslie.
Really?
No,
Oh. No, I mean, does they really have
yeah,
a
they
sister?
really do.
Oh,
have a sister
okay,
named
yeah.
Leslie, yes. But yeah, naming them after the Bee Gees.
Clog. Can we show the shaman?
Can you move up?
Yeah.
Move the graphic up.
That's the
We're
only
just
one
going to
we
have to
haven't
just
seen.
drive it.
I'm excited for the shaman.
I started naming him Larry Daryl. Yeah, like there you go. Gray Wolf said it. Larry, Daryl, and Daryl.
Oh, I like his helmet.
Oh yeah, Bert's.
Bert.
Correct. So very cool.
Bert's.
Tonk is the female. There was a lot of discussion about that today and the attributes of female bugbears, which whatever.
Yeah. Korak
I-
is awesome.
I said she was designed as a female, but you can call her whatever you want to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bugbears is a great $14 option. A lot of good stuff here. Let's see.
Olivia Newton-Tonk.
Newton-Tonk.
I saw that.
So, yeah.
Oh, well, now we got Dave in.
So with 9 days to go,
A lot of cool stuff coming.
yeah, we wanted to go ahead and start showing out a little bit further than what we normally do. Normally, we only do like 1 or 2 ahead.
Yeah.
But with everything going on, we went ahead and we're going to tease it a little bit further. Believe it or not, there are 2 more maps after this map.
Really?
that's right.
Just
Yeah,
on it, just
there's
in
2 more.
case.
Wait, I'm sorry. There are 3 more maps after this map.
Oh, really?
The next map is the mines. Mm-hmm. The next map is the caverns.
Caverns.
The 4th map or the 5th map is the crypt,
Oh, crypt.
and the last map is the lava map.
Lava map. Okay.
Well, just think you might have a map left over for Bone 7.
I guess so. We get a good starting point.
Yeah, I
I
know.
want to clarify. Can you guys not hear Dave?
No, we can't.
No, I hear his dogs barking, but that's about it.
Well, that's close
Oh.
enough.
There you go. Yeah,
Yeah, we can sort of hear you.
just as good. And
Yeah. The dogs are talking for me.
we like it. Show the rest. So you know what? I think tomorrow morning we should go ahead and reveal what's in that cave down there on the bottom right corner. It's in the bottom right
Oh.
corner there.
Is it a big cave?
It's a big cave.
Oh, like to hold some kind of hoard of some kind?
Just hold something big for sure.
That's right.
I think you know what with tomorrow being just barely over a week left in the Kickstarter.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and show what's in that cave tomorrow.
I
We'll do
agree.
it tomorrow.
Kyle?
No,
Someone
Kyle's
says,
not
is
in the
it
cave.
Kyle?
Kyle's up here on the desk.
Everybody's
on the
been saying
turnaround.
Kyle.
I know, yeah. Kyle and someone called the other the Pathfinder dragon. We call him Doofy or something like
Doofy.
that.
Maybe it's an underground lighthouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes
Well-
those caves are dark.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Cave Matthews Band. Oh, my God.
It's the Cave Matthews band. Good one.
So yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow, let's see. Should we pick a time when we're going to say when we're going to unlock or not unlock? It still has to be unlocked, but we'll
I feel
reveal
like-
what's in the cave.
I feel like noon, our
Noon's a
time,
good
has-
time?
has been good for us.
Okay. Okay.
What is tomorrow?
Tomorrow's Friday.
Friday.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Today's
The
the day before
22nd.
Friday. Yeah.
So this will give everyone something to look at and chew on for the weekend.
That's
Yeah.
right. And then the artists are coming in next week. We talked about that a little bit. So I would expect a flurry of activity next week of some kind, with some role playing
Yes.
games, some exclusives, some fun conversations.
Some fun stuff. We'll make big announcements next week.
Yeah, leading up to the party.
Yeah, I think hashtag freeze turned on, isn't it?
Yeah, it should be.
Should be. Yeah.
Thanks for the gifted subs, Samurai Jack. I think you gifted subs last week too.
Thanks, Samurai Jack.
Oh, man.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Jack.
sir.
I know I was talking about Ron's paint job for the
through.
giant spider.
What?
In the Denizens of the Dungeon. The
Ron
giant
had a
spider.
paint job?
Daryl.
Daryl, what did I say?
You said
Ron.
Ron.
You
That's
said
why
Ron.
everybody's shocked.
I meant to say Ron's desk.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to
We're
say.
sitting on Ron's desk. yeah.
Daryl's paint job of the
Yeah.
spider.
Yeah,
on
it's
Ron's
on my desk.
Yeah. And I said we would show that off at some point.
Yeah, you know what? I almost brought it over tonight to put on the wheel, and I just sort of forgot.
It is so creepy.
It's really great. It's really, really great. I forget
Yeah,
Usually
what's-
when you
if Ron
borrow
painted
from
it,
nature,
it would look
you
like
know.
a tie-dye.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I used to try and paint fantasy and stuff or something I wanted to be, and it wouldn't look good, so I would go borrow it from nature, and that's what he's
That's
done.
what
And
Daryl
it
did,
just
yeah.
it triggers you a whole different way.
It looks great.
You know,
It
you
looks
think
really, really great.
you'll paint it red and yellow and all these, and no, man, just
Shout
go
out to
find out what
Kevin.
it is.
Kevin Williams for sculpting that, right?
Yeah, Kevin sculpted it. Did a great job on it. There's the metal tarantula, the tarantula from the Savage Worlds line in our metal line.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the pose of that, which is a classic tarantula pose, where it's got the front legs up.
Oh, the
and
big one. The big
the
metal
little one. No, the little 1-inch size
Yeah.
one.
Oh.
Kevin sculpted that, and I thought that's a great pose and a cool spider. I said, Kevin, I really want a big version of that for Bones.
A giant one.
He copied. When you use the same pose you would find in nature, and looked great. Looked really, really great. So,
Yeah. And I was telling Dave earlier, or Ed, sorry, I was telling Ed earlier about how, Arakoth is, kind of like a fantasy,
yeah,
over-exaggerated large spider, so it doesn't look that real. We have that big metal spider that we make as well.
Kadirath, yeah.
That's kind of creepy, but still, if you saw it, you'd be like, oh, it's a little bit comically large, for like a spider. But the one that I saw on your desk, I was like, oh, okay.
it looked real. Yeah, it looked real.
It's kind of like the average size of an adult spider, so it's kind of...
It's cool. It's
creepy.
really cool. And the small spider that he's working on is going to look great. Arakoth is a great spider.
It's so good.
Andy Pieper did that. It looks really, really good.
Very
I really like Arakoth.
And then I mentioned earlier, for anybody that's just joining us, about it was just kind of, I think, pure coincidence about a certain TV show that came out, episode that came out this week that of what's her name?
Alright.
Yeah, Taurette. I think that was pure coincidence. We have no future knowledge of what's happening at Disney, so don't come after us, the mouse.
What happened?
So-
I totally miss this. I don't really
Well,
watch
hold
a
on.
lot of TV.
What's first?
Yeah.
Stop. I'm only one episode into Moon Knight. Okay.
There you
so, but
Yeah, spoiler alert.
But unfortunately, I saw in the comments and on social media
Yeah.
that Taurette makes an appearance at the end of the fourth episode of Moon Knight or something like that.
Somewhere in there.
Something like that. And so I kind of knew that.
Yeah. It's just pure coincidence. It's like
Sure. Yeah, it's coincidence. That's all it is. Don't worry about it.
It's good times.
And if something else shows up that maybe it also have an appearance in Moon Knight, hey, another coincidence. What can we say?
Yep. And then by the time this comes out, Moon Knight will be maybe in season 2.
yeah, for sure.
So
But yeah, excited about the Lost Tombs of Akira expansion. Some
Yeah.
really cool stuff. We've got 6 Egyptian deities, statues of Egyptian deities. Egyptian
okay.
deities going to show up in there.
So 4 more after the
We've shown 2, right? So we've shown Anubis and Taurette. We showed a preview of Wadjet.
the snake-headed
Yep.
one.
So we have 3 more to go. 3 more to
Okay.
show over the next 10 days.
Yeah, in parts 2 and 3, somewhere in there.
2 and 3. Sorry, the wrong graphic keeps getting put up in the updates. It's correct on the campaign page, but it keeps saying 3 of 5 or 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5 on the 3 of 5 on the update. But it is 3 parts, not 4, not 5.
In Shadow Raven, I don't know that that's necessarily true. 6,000 years might seem like a long time, but there are a few companies that just go wild. They're saying it's
Ron,
public
are you-
domain for 6,000 years.
Are
the
you
deities.
secretly writing
this
Moon
could get-
Knight?
yeah, there's a lot of stories for that kind of junk.
Yeah, he's the ghost writer on that TV show.
Maybe I'm
That's what
moonlighting it.
Ethernet Nick said.
Yeah, I'm moonlighting at Disney.
How Imogen? Oh yeah, that happened earlier today. A big D&D
Spelljammer?
yearly.
Yeah, I heard it was,
They
yeah.
did a big yearly thing, kind of like a big. Hey, this is what you can expect for the rest of the year, kind of a deal. Meanwhile, we do a weekly thing, so we don't really do like a big yearly thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, moon knighting. That's right. It's gonna be Ron's costume at ReaperCon.
Moonlighting.
I see people talking about the terrain too, the stairs and archway. How you put Sir Fourscale in there to show you how big the terrain is.
That's Bob and Julie's photo. They sent me before
Oh,
they
they
mailed
put
the
those.
pieces in. Matter of fact, Bob and Julie, if y'all are watching, the pieces came in today. The box arrived undamaged, which is always a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I have not yet opened the box to actually play with the new toys yet.
So
but yeah,
tomorrow you could do an unboxing.
Yeah.
maybe not. But they sent photos before.
Sending them.
Yeah, they sent me the photos and they put Sir Fourscale in the photo for us. So
Nice.
those are their photos, and that's Sir Fourscale in that near that archway, and that's how big it is.
I love the addition of the scarab at the top of the archway. The same
Yeah.
as the scarab as the artwork
Yeah.
with the emblem.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And that's a double-sided archway.
Mm-hmm.
So the scarab's on one side, and there's another symbol on the other side, and then there's the wall that people were I don't want to say complaining about, but there were people who were sort of noticed that they didn't care for the skeletal Egyptian face on the one side of the wall, but Bob had already double-sided that, so that on the other side it's got a different symbol on it, more traditional. But when I was talking to Bob and Bob was designing this stuff, it wasn't trying to become to do just historically Egyptian stuff.
Yeah, fantasy.
It is supposed to be kind of a fantasy Egyptian kind of a thing. So we wanted to make it kind of fun and creepy and cool. So that's why Bob's put all the skulls on everything, because we think it just looks cool. It could be kind of a little dry, I think, if it's too historical, too accurate. So Bob put the skulls on there. I really like it. I think adding the skulls in gives it.
Yeah,
a
because
little
there's plenty of
fantasy effect.
historically accurate stuff available. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I like the scary stuff.
Yeah, we're at 1.19. We also have the Hellborn Heroes.
Yes.
well.
And
Yeah.
we saw those
Don't
last
forget
night.
about that. Yeah, the Hellborn Heroes, the 6 Hellborn Heroes by Bob Rodolphi. We've also got the Shadows of or Talons of Shadowfall.
Yeah.
Still got to unlock that. That's coming.
And then Lard Gulp as well. That's also in the previews of the upcoming releases as well. kind of a reimagining of our old Lard Gulp.
Our old Largo. Yep. Lots of fun stuff, and I think the next core set reveal, which is going to be at, I don't know what number it is. It's in there somewhere. 14, 15 is something that a lot of people have seen on this show on Reaper Live. So it's something we've already shown, but it's coming up next. But I mean, that means even though the dedicated fans here have seen it, that means there's thousands of people literally who have not seen
it
reveal
yet.
yet. So
These are the
really fun
fanatics.
stuff. Yeah. So we're really excited. We're also excited about the social media stretch goal.
Yes, I was about to say, Justin, can you pull up the Honeythorn Lancer? We showed it off a little bit earlier as well. And people were, before you ask where we are on this, before I came on the show at 5, I looked and we were a little bit over 5,000. So we were on track to kind of beat our 5,000 stretch goal, but this one we up to 7,500. So I would expect sometime at this rate, probably during the weekend at some point, but
Maybe tomorrow.
possibly tomorrow. But yeah, there he is, the Honeythorn Lancer. And I think, Ron, you said that this was going to come on a flight stand?
Yeah, he'll come with a little flight stand. He needs to fly. Yeah. Now, this is kind of a work in progress. It's not 100% done. There's some little bitty tweaks that need to be left to do. But it's pretty much what you're going to get right there. Yeah. It may look slightly different when the final one gets here. But, yeah, I love it. I love
the texture on the fur. It looks really good in the green.
Yeah, it does look really good. Yeah. Again, this is what, the green that Weeby sculpts in. Looks really good. Looks great on black.
Yeah, especially the black background. Because ZBrush normally has a gradient, a black to gray gradient.
Yeah.
So it looks really good on the black to black.
Yeah. Our Dread Skull, does the rider come off? I believe probably just from a production standpoint, I'm sure the rider is going to come off.
Yes, yeah.
But it would be practical for us to do that anyway, just because if people wanted to have giant bumblebees.
Yeah.
Or as somebody said last night, put a goblin on there, a goblin rider. Or
put your own,
Kobold
put whatever
rider.
you want on there.
Yeah, somebody was like, those should be an option. But
yeah,
we'll see.
You know what? We generally don't make the extras available until the last week of the Kickstarter anyway.
Right.
So if we're going to make any extras, next week would be the week to look out for that kind of stuff. So we've already got the ants.
Yeah.
So we'll be going through it probably here in the next few days and just going over and deciding what we need to do.
And see what people are saying in chat in the Kickstarter comments.
Because normally it doesn't even happen until the pledge manager goes up, and that's just when we obligatory busted the core set apart, and we're not doing that.
Yeah, but we're listening. We saw the cries for ants, obviously the swarms and things like that. So we're still reading the comments. We're seeing people talk. So.
And there's some really good candidates for that kind of stuff this time too.
So there will be some more options. We just don't know exactly what, and you'll see those soon.
Yep. You guys know a stink bug swarm, and if you like anthropomorphic type critters, you should keep looking next week. There may be more stuff coming.
Yeah, I didn't know bees were going to be such a big thing in this Kickstarter.
Bees are cute.
Yeah, they are.
Really cute. There's something coming that's not quite as cute.
Uh-oh.
I mean, they're still cute. I think they're really cute, but they seem to be a little more edgy, a little more. I don't know. They kind of seem to be a little more. Just a little. The bees just look cute. Mm-hmm. The next thing that'll be coming up, Max Dunbar designed these as well, and they're just really cool.
You piqued my interest.
So you guys just hang in there. Good stuff coming. Bumbleweebies, weebies, yeah, good stuff.
Multiple newts. I've seen that a lot. Multiple newts.
There's no lobster centaurs, Trashorama.
Oh, nice. Hey, come to ReaperCon and take a Bones Mashup class. You can make your own.
Yeah.
I know that Trashorama made the Manitar. Is that what it was? He had like hands for feet and things like that. It's really weird. Reverse Minotaur. That's what it was.
Unfortunately, there's no fire bats. Lonely Yeti. Let's see. Who's asking for were corgis?
Nice.
That was back up, yeah.
Yeah,
Galvin Crafts.
Asked for
Or corgi folk.
Love the idea of were corgis, but probably not going to happen this time. Chibi demons, another good thing to go with our chibi characters. I think the Small World heroes need some chibi demons, but that's probably not happening in this Kickstarter either.
Yeah. Maybe for the future.
I wonder.
I love it when people ask questions like, "How
a
tall is
lobster
this?"
centaur.
And it's not a model that's in the
Nightheart
Kickstarter.
Gaming.
Oh, was that Nightheart that asked about the lobster centaur?
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
I'd be scared what he would do with it.
chibi bugbears.
Has the official stance on hobgoblins changed? What was the official stance?
Just a little
I
to the
don't know.
left.
I don't know.
Yeah, what's the official stance on hobgoblins? Mm-hmm. Oh, that there were none in this Kickstarter. Yeah, there's not any in this Kickstarter.
Yeah.
I promise though, it's something that I do want to go back and re-explore. Probably, and there'll probably just be a Bones USA kind of a release.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
could
there's
be
a
just a
lot of
normal
those
release.
lining up right now.
yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of that coming. So the good thing about that is that they'll probably be out before the Bone 6 stuff is done. So yeah, it's something I want to tackle sooner rather than later.
Oh, that is a good point that I also want to come back to. Earlier, me and Ed were talking about the materials and kind of what the plans are for the Kickstarter and the production and things like that. And I want to bring it back to what we were just saying, where Ron said that it was going to be a Bones USA release or a part of that line. And the upside, I think, is if we do some of this Kickstarter in Bones USA, then we have the molds here and they're already made.
Right.
And then we can do them for production for new releases a lot quicker than we have in the past.
Correct. Oh, yeah.
So I think that is a big upside as well, worth talking about.
We were
as
telling
well.
explain that we do things evolutionary and that a part of this will be that, and that's the test, and then that sets the stage for future.
Possible things in the future. But that way we can control it a lot more and it'll be
Yeah.
on hand. We can make it right away. We don't have to order it and wait for it to be shipped and
Yep.
all that stuff. So that is a big upside.
Yeah, they're asking about translucent. We haven't played with that yet. And I believe so. I know we can do colors, and I think we can do a translucent.
Also, if you guys don't know, Kickstarter sends out a 48-hour email. If you click Remind Me on the Kickstarter page, I know a lot of people here have probably already done it, but if your friends are waiting for the end or if you know people that are waiting for the end the last couple of days, go click that Remind Me button on the campaign page at the top.
Yeah.
I think they send one at 48 and 8, I think, right? 8 hours? I think it's one of those. It's both of those. So there you go.
Let's see. Pewter Rooster, how about a Bones USA expansion only?
Say Pelos. Let's see. Pelos Apep. I
Possibly in
mean,
the
I see everything in Bones USA, but we'll just see. Store and shopping during the countdown party, sure. Probably what we'll do is I grab some chairs or something. We might just hang out over at the store for a period of time, the new store, and whoever just wants to meander over there because there's a little bit of a walk to get over to it.
Yeah. I don't know about full-on tours because there's going to be a lot of people.
Right.
But we could do something where we stand up on the mezzanine and kind of talk and point around, but no like physically like walking and going
Oh, there's
around
that,
all
and then
over
also
places.
too, they might want to come over and see the studio and the sidecast and those types of things.
Get their
we'll
picture
do that
behind
periodically.
the booth.
Yeah. We'll do that periodically. We'll say, hey guys, we're going to go over to the studio if anybody wants to go. Yeah, kind of a thing.
The Stygian Barge, things like that, bringing back stuff like that. It's not really bringing it back. We never released it to bring it back. That's a constant question. The problem with it was it didn't sell very well during the Kickstarter, during the Pledge Manager. So we usually use that to vet, well, if it didn't work here, it's not going to work in the masses, and that could end up being an expensive piece. But it does get discussed quite a lot, and a lot of options on the table. So, and Ron, I'm sure, will tease them to us one night, and he'll tell us.
No. I mean, I get those
How
questions
about
every
raiding
week.
Ron's office?
By that point, everything will be revealed. There's nothing to raid. All the secrets will be out by that point.
Is there any place cheap to stay in Denton for the party? I know there's a bunch of Airbnbs in town. There's a bunch of hotels around here. So it's just a matter of looking around.
Yeah, we've got a lot of small hotels up there by Buc-ee's. In fact, I think is two of those little square, and then there's the Hilton across the street from. There's a lot, so you should be able to just go in. And we're located sort of south central, so you're really, no matter where you pick as a hotel, you're not very far. And if you need a map to get you there through the pig trails, we can do that.
So where are we at currently? So we're at 1.09.
You could camp out under Goatman's Bridge. The smell might get to you, but there is a section over on the west side that would,
When's
protect
the
you
next
from the rain.
unlock? 1.1120.
1120.
Got it.
Yeah.
So we're about 20,000 away, 22,000 away
We'll get there easy.
from unlocking the Talons of Winterfall.
It's starting to pick up steam.
Yeah,
I
the
started
past couple
looking at
days
the
have been
numbers.
pretty
It's
good.
starting to clip along.
Yes, so
Goatman's Bridge is near Denton. Yes, in fact, it is so near Denton, it's probably 300 steps.
Yeah.
You can
can
walk
see it.
from
From
that
our,
one
from
shop.
our
From
back
us,
door.
yeah.
It's a
my
stone
door.
throws away.
Huh? Yeah.
It's a stone's throw away. What's
Literally.
what's
Stone's
the
throw.
word?
Stone's throw.
Did you talk about the hat John?
Oh, yes. Before you guys got here, the hat, I saw people in chat informed me that on the front page of reapermania.com, if you want your very own Reaper baseball cap, Justin, can you go to the turnaround camera? If you go to reapermania.com, there's a banner on the bottom right of the page, I think, towards the bottom, and you'll see it.
Yeah, Dave and I talked about this yesterday, that we put the graphic up for the hats yesterday. There's only a very limited amount of hats at the moment, so if you want one, you better get one now. We'll probably
we could
restock
make
them at
more,
some point.
yeah, if
but
this-
right
yeah,
now,
yeah.
this is there's the one.
And no, I don't think we've ever done a Goatman, have we?
Oh,
Of just
no,
a figure of a
no, but
Goatman?
remember, I was talking with you and Ron about
Is that
doing a
Ron?
local
I'm not-
legend.
We have?
What, we ever done a Goatman?
Yeah, have we ever done that?
No,
Oh,
not a
okay.
Goatman. Based on the Goatman from the Goatman's Bridge?
No.
I don't even know what that would look like.
It's just a
That would
guy.
just-
It's just a
well,
man.
It's a guy, but yeah.
It's a man. He's not part goat. He's just a guy who herded
Yeah,
goats.
but we would have to do just like with Egyptian stuff. I guess
No,
we'd have to make him.
They
part
got a
goat.
picture of him up on the square where it's got a goat horns.
I don't know.
And
That's not what the lady told us in the tour. She said he's just a guy who
No,
herded
right.
goats.
That
That
sold
says
goats. that-
Use
yes,
your
I know.
imagination,
I know the
Ron.
story.
Look, if you ask me to do one, that just a cool goat man, we'll do a cool goat man. But if you want the goat man from the Goatman's Bridge, I didn't know.
I'm leaning towards
I
fantasy
might slide a
version.
different figure in there because he's never offered to just do what I ask for as a figure. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
We did the
And
Seder.
Ed, did you notice that Ron is
That's true. Yeah, we did.
naming dragons after himself?
Yeah, Rondar, yeah.
It's actually named after Aaron Lovejoy. It's Aaron.
Oh,
Dar.
Charon.
Oh,
Yeah, we should do a bridge.
We got a
Goats.
bridge. We got a bridge.
We got a bridge.
We have
Yeah.
some beast men from Bones 5. Look, there you go.
Yeah, we did the Seder, a part of the Greek Odyssey expansion.
yeah, that's true. That would work.
So, there you go.
There you go.
Somebody was asking about the next legendary tale. Any sneak peeks of what the next legendary tale could
Well,
be?
one's ready to go.
Okay.
There's the one that people voted for, which I was just working on that before we came over here.
I totally forgot about what was it? The demon print? No, it wasn't that.
It was the Lost Temple of the Deep Ones.
Oh yeah, deep ones. That's right. Which I think I don't know anything, but I'm pretty sure we've showed off a few of those pieces before in the past, probably last year.
Most of it we haven't. Yeah, we've shown one thing
from it. Okay.
But the rest of them we haven't showed at all.
Did it involve a throne of some kind?
And there's other encounters.
Okay. There you
Yeah, there's a few. There's a few. Yeah,
go. It's a cute
just
little
got to get there.
man. The owlbear encounter is so good.
Yeah, it is. It's some good stuff.
I've been staring at that owl statue forever because we had it on the printed out version of it.
Yeah, it's really neat.
It's really,
Really
good.
Okay.
Social media goal for anybody that's just joining us. When I checked about 2 hours ago, we were a little bit over 5,000. So at this current rate, probably sometime in the next 2 days, over the Friday, Saturday area, if it keeps going up. But
They have been asking about the new paints,
oh yeah,
the new colors.
I've seen Ron answering people in the Kickstarter
They're coming.
comments.
There. Oh,
12 new colors. Just gotta get there.
Kodiak, no, you can only enter once, so it'll only count one time. Let's see.
The owlbear eggs. Yep. Gotta get the owlbear eggs.
And then once we unlock Briarwood Vale, it unlocks part 3, 4, and 5.
Right.
So generous. Get all 3. It's kind of catching up to the other expansions.
Yeah. So yeah, some great stuff coming up with Hellborn Heroes, Lard Gulp, Lost Tombs,
Newts.
the Fire Newts, the Denizens, and the Bugbears. Yeah. Very
Right.
Good stuff. So
Ed,
go
do you
make-
want to take Demos Fire? Do we need to register for the pledge calculator
I'm not
/manager?
hearing Dave. Are y'all?
Just please use the same email that you used for the Bone 6 Kickstarter, like your account that you used for Bone 6.
Yeah,
to register for
you have to register for the calculator. Now that's going to turn into the manager. Here's the thing. So if you register for the calculator and using a different email address, it'll still work. You know, it's not a big deal because it's just a calculator. But when it comes time for you actually becoming the pledge manager and managing your actual pledge, that email address won't work if it's not the same one used in the Kickstarter. So you may as well go ahead and register using the same email address you have. You're using the pledge in the Kickstarter now.
Whatever you used to sign up for Kickstarter and pledge to this, yes.
So it's not necessary for the calculator, but you may as well go ahead and do that using that because you'll have to go back and do it again anyway if you don't do that. So
Is there a link for the calculator?
it's on the campaign
Yeah,
page.
I'll get the link in the Twitch chat fixed, but it is on the campaign page. You'll see a little graphic that says "click here," big green button.
Yeah, big green button. So yeah, it is easy to find, just under the beginning part. Let's see.
It's a different login. Well, what main website are you talking about? The Reaper website or the Kickstarter website?
Regardless, it's a unique.
Yeah,
you
it's
have to sign up. You can't. I mean, you can use the same existing pledge manager information you used last time as long as your email is the same as what's in the Kickstarter. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
It's got to be in the Bones 6 Kickstarter email that you used in the.
That's the only data they send to us. We don't get addresses. You don't put any of that info in. So all we get from them is your email and then the value of your pledge. Predominantly, that's what it is. And so that's how we match up. And so if you said, well, I'm ed@reapermini.com, and then but that's a throwaway email, so now I'm going to be Fred from AOL. Well, that's fine, but Fred from AOL made no pledges, and that causes a problem right off the bat. So, that's why you have to do it.
Do you analyze pledge calculator selections daily for Kickstarter planning?
Not during the Kickstarter, I don't think.
Well, we have. I've been looking at it where it's going.
We do look at it, yeah, for sure.
And it does reveal some secrets, but really nothing this time that's been actionable.
Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, by this time, it's already been planned.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing we really changed with that.
But this time, the pledge calculator is giving us real time. That was a sort of a neat feature that Kit put in there. So you can literally be watching it, and you'll see people doing
Open
their
Death
stuff.
Squad says it is on 5.5. Same as last time, right?
Same as last time, although we did get an email confirming yesterday from one of the vendors that's everything's good, they're not locked down. And then I didn't get one from the other vendor, but I started getting a lot of traffic about a container. So I've got to go in and see what's going to be in this container. And logically, if they did everything the way they were supposed to, 5.5 would be in that container.
Okay, so that sounds like it's getting closer.
Getting close.
That's what I would say.
But the fact that I'm seeing the container traffic tells me they're not shut down, is my point.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So production has continued, and it's moving forward.
Yeah, it's moving forward. Because, in our news, at least, when you catch it, there's a lot of China's shutting this place down and shutting that place down.
Spoons, the secrets aren't. It's not really secret. It basically just tells you what people are pledging for the most. And I'll tell you what that is. It's core sets. The core set seems to be is the thing that people are pledging for the most.
Yeah.
I know that Sullen Hall, all the expansions are doing really, really well. So that's all it's doing. It's just kind of keeping up with the quantities of what people are using. It doesn't mean anything because it's just a calculator. It just means what people are using in their calculator to calculate their pledge. Mm-hmm. And you can go back and do it time and time and time again, and every time it'll probably just keep adding it up for you. So it's just a calculator. So it doesn't really gives you a trend, but it's not 100% accurate by any means.
Ooh.
Actually, Brother Dave, who I can't hear, I'm glad everybody else can hear him, he's working on the project to get
I can hear you.
The Bones 4, the Dance of Death in, I guess more T-Rex or get the T-Rex and get some of these models in. And we're making space here. We're having to set some stuff up. Is there an Edge pledge managed for baseballs too? No, I'm still in the middle of loading that. And a day goes by. But tomorrow I'm hoping to make a big dent on it. And if not, this weekend. So I would say early next week you'll have the pledge manager up. But that one's on me. I just haven't had time to sit down and keep loading data. So.
Oh, what? It's like you had COVID?
Well, that killed the conversation. Y'all just going to leave me hanging out there with that.
Hey, something. Do me a favor, Ed. Can you turn the volume up on your thing? Are you sure you can hear Ron and John?
So what else? Come on.
Ed, your batteries died. Yeah,
What?
That's what
I
it
can't
is.
hear.
Did your batteries die?
Oh, I guess it's dead now.
That's what it was.
Yeah, that's it. I know I should have just
that's why he
changed it, but
can't
he's
hear
like,
Dave.
well, I prefer you to use up the last. Maybe that's why I've been sitting here enjoying it.
Going like, man, everybody's so quiet.
I was like, I can hear Dave. I was like,
Yeah, no, that's it.
That's funny.
I don't want that to be an indicator of how seriously I'm listening.
Yeah.
Oh, that explains why you were talking over Dave
That's actually,
a few times.
that's a typical conversation between Ed and I. I'll be sitting there, blah, 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 and Ed's like, did you say something?
I also want to clarify. I make them use their batteries till they die because I don't want to throw away a bunch of
Sure.
quarter batteries.
Can you hear us now, Ed?
Yes, now I hear you.
Can we get the 12-character requirement for the pledge calculator password lowered? I didn't know it was a 12-character I didn't know it was a 12-character minimum. I didn't
Oh,
know.
I don't know.
I don't think I used 12. I think I only used 10 or 8. So I don't know if that's. I'll have to ask Kid about that.
Custom Toy says you can do your normal password twice. My irresponsible fix.
But it works.
Oh, it is
So
12.
it now just goes password.
Magic Chicken says it's yelling at me now.
Oh, it's 12. That's weird.
Weird. I didn't know that.
I
I
didn't-
just
I
signed
didn't-
up.
Oh, I've
and
seen
then-
a lot of. Now, I will say Kit takes security seriously, but I have seen a lot of websites recently. While I go to log in, and it won't let me go. And I'll go, well, I know that's the password. Well, I guess I forgot it and changed it somewhere. Only to turn around and ask for a refresh, and the change was on their part, they upped it up to 12 characters. So now they're making me reset it, and that's why they're doing that. So I've been seeing that happened to me last night, in fact.
Yeah, we'll ask Kid about that.
I didn't know anything about that.
Yeah.
I guess because it was already.
Well, currently on the table for the Anniversary Dragon is, I think it was 371,000 boo bars. And then that led to a huge conversation of exactly what is the value of a boo bar, and we never got past that.
Yeah, and where do you get it converted, and
Yeah.
how do you trade it in, and things like that. What's everyone's favorite unlocked mini? Unlocked, I think I keep going back to the Knolls. I just think they're
Yeah, I
so
like
cool.
the Knolls a lot.
I think they're really cool.
That's hard. That's
It
such a
is. It's hard to pick and choose.
The Knoll's cool. I think the Dragon, Charndar's cool.
Yeah.
The Fairy Dragon.
The
I
Fairy
think,
Dragon
is
that
pretty
Christine
epic.
did is really cool.
And I guess I'm partial to the Fairy Dragon only because the first time I saw it was here on the show. Okay, as opposed to I've been seeing the other pieces
coming
floating
in.
around, and so then when it's new to everybody else, I'm sort of like going, oh yeah, you know.
Right. So I think those are kind of like big highlights for me personally.
It's a couple hundred minis so far. It's hard to pick.
You know, Dead Batteries isn't overrated. I'll say that.
Do we have Dave's funny corner tonight?
I'm sure
Yeah.
we do.
I think we do.
It wouldn't be
I hope you do.
Yeah, it wouldn't be
I
the
didn't
end of
know.
the show. I mean, Ron skipped his intro. And,
You want to do it? You want to go straight to the. Dave, are you ready? You want to do a
Yeah.
Well, we've got
fast
a
pitch
couple
update first?
Fast pitch, and then also too, we got to remember Arcana. We want a Merescape. If you get a chance,
yeah.
go check them out. Definitely go do that. And then what was the one we looked at the other night? Galador Games.
Galadorian.
Galadorian games?
Galadorian Games.
Yeah,
they have
Galadorian's
one.
they're doing
that is
their-
really good. And the thing is with the Galadorian Games is all that stuff comes option. It's pre-painted.
And I think it's Bones USA, right?
Yeah, it is. It's a Bones USA with Silecast material. Yeah, their process.
Yeah, there's an option for unpainted and painted, which I thought
For
was
that,
crazy.
which a lot of people, when I was talking to them, they're going, "Oh, you know," I said, "Well, you can get it painted." Everybody sort of thought that was a, you know, they were painting them to show what they would look like painted. No one's reading the words, but yeah, very good. So,
All
so
right.
Dave, you ready?
So Ed, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. But are they still undefeated? Because this is like the 10th time we've seen this.
Oh, I have a modified photo for you. I just didn't send it. Next time.
Okay.
Next time. Okay, so it was a good week. They beat American Freedom Gold 5-3. They beat North Texas Velocity 7-6, and then they played North Texas Velocity again and whooped them 13-2.
Ooh, that's a big one.
And then they got to play American Freedom Gold again and beat them 6-5.
Man,
And then they went up against Prosper Pride and lost 0-4.
Mm.
So there you go. Good week for the Reaper.
Good
Fast
week, though.
Pitch.
Good week. Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Good
And
job,
next
ladies.
week we'll have the updated photo just for Ed.
Good.
in chat.
Oh, is it the photo you sent me earlier?
Did I send that one?
You sent it in text message. Is that the updated photo for Ed?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There you go.
I just want to make sure. Yeah, I thought it might be.
There you go.
All right. So on to the funny corner.
Pull this down. I want to make sure
All
Oh.
right.
Such a good artwork.
Good
job,
crowd tonight.
Yeah. Anybody here from Detroit?
All right. So when you hear stories from your grandparents, just remember it was a different time when they were kids, and things were different. Justin?
Oh yeah, I remember. That's funny.
Yeah. Wake up. Was in the snow
So-
barefoot. Yeah.
here at Reaper, we want you to find your significant other. So, like they said on Hill Street Blues, be careful out there. Justin?
It's my fake account. my Finsta.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's cold.
So, computers can do so much these days. It's easy to see how they might make you feel inferior. But don't let it get you down. Justin?
That's not so out of kickboxing. Yeah, really.
So, some people say that you need to look at things from the other's point of view, right? You've heard that.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, Justin?
That's a good one.
Wow. Okay.
So, Reaper Harley told me that she'd come down and answer the phones at Reaper, anytime. And my reply was, well, Justin?
Man, those you wrote in. Yeah, no joke.
So, Steve Skellman provides a lot of memes. But has anybody ever actually seen him?
No.
Justin?
Yeah. Still no lighthouse.
That's such a good movie too.
No.
I just watched that last weekend.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Did
Oh,
you?
nice.
Yeah.
So,
It was crazy. It
Warm
was a crazy
towels are
movie.
really nice,
Yeah.
especially when you're cold. But you know what else is nice, Justin?
Oh gosh.
I belong to.
Steve Skellman, you all right? I can confirm.
Well, I finally broke down and called Ron. Justin?
Yeah.
Good one.
Actually-
Topical.
2006, actually, but whatever. Who's counting?
Where
It's a
were all
typo.
these kids when I needed help in school? Justin?
None of them have McDonald's. You should have said yet on there.
Yet. Yeah. Or Coca-Cola. Yet.
Yeah. So growing up, I was told that at the end of a rainbow there was a pot of gold and a leprechaun. But I never found it. But now I know why. Justin?
Ow.
That's an unlucky leprechaun. Yeah.
Yeah. No joke.
All right, so there you go.
Hey.
Well,
the
good.
funny corner.
Hey. Clap, 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 clap.
And the crowd goes wild. But
And they rushed the stage.
Yeah. Is that all for tonight? Giveaways, obviously, but is all the big?
They don't have
updates
any
and
more
stuff?
questions.
Yeah, I know Ron said he watched The Lighthouse.
Yep,
So
watched Lighthouse.
the guy who directed that movie also directed The Northman, the movie that comes out tomorrow or today. I'm gonna go watch it this weekend. But
Yeah, I want to go see it too.
Yeah, he and William Dafoe is also in that movie, obviously. It's just kind of cool because William Dafoe is also going to be playing. I've said this for the past couple of weeks. The Nosferatu,
Yeah.
and it's the same director, Robert Eggers, the guy who did The Lighthouse.
I guess he'll do a spurt of movies, and then we don't hear from him for a few years.
Who, Dafoe?
Yeah.
I think doesn't he live on a farm in
I don't know.
Ireland? I think he lives like on a farm in Ireland. I think.
I don't know.
Defoe. Somebody in
Jay,
the chat
yeah.
will know.
Probably lives on an island with a lighthouse.
Yeah. There we
Oh,
go.
I mean, he got inspired by being in the movie.
Jade, it's on me. I'm still loading the data on the baseball pledge manager. Look for it early next week.
Right.
Biscuit Davy, they were talking about that earlier.
About what is it? 5.5.
Yeah.
Production has continued, so we would hope to hear something.
Yeah,
soon.
the one vendor said that everything's good there. They're not shut down, and then the other vendor, like I was talking to you about earlier today, Dave's wrangling a container. So we just need to get a bill of lading and see what's on it.
Do you have a Kobzar update? The Ukrainian relief model?
I do
Okay.
not. Sorry. God almighty. And Dave and I even talked about it before we left. Said, I got to go and do that right now. And, of course, then 400 conversations
Yeah.
between the door and my office.
Why
we
are
should
you
have a-
even here, Ed?
I know.
We should have a big graphic updated
To use
with
batteries
the total,
up.
with the total amount that we've raised. Do you guys know about how much longer the relief will go?
I don't see any reason to stop it, but I haven't checked the quality. We
Okay.
generally will see when the interest drops off. But like I said, we left off with 2,100 people, and I want to believe, how much was it? 17,000 so far? 15,000 in donations? Dave, do you
Oh.
remember? You looked it up earlier.
Yeah, it was like 16,000.
Something like that in 2,100. But it hasn't been updated in actually several weeks. I haven't gone in and done it, and I'll have to do that tomorrow.
Okay.
Did you talk about the tickets for the countdown party?
Oh, yeah.
They are turned off right now on our website because something needs to be fixed on the back end.
Yeah,
before
it's
we can
not.
turn them
It's
on.
still charging shipping on the tickets, so we had turned off.
Okay.
But as soon as that's fixed, I would expect an update.
Yeah, when I get back to my office, I'll check and see if Kit's responded back to me yet. And if he has, I'll turn it back on. If he's got it fixed.
All right.
I think that's about it for
You guys ready
recap.
for giveaways?
Let's do it.
You got put the graphic up, Justin.
I was about to.
Oh, when your name gets
Giving
called.
people another couple of seconds to get their free.
There you go.
Yeah.
John coming into the work.
That's right.
All right, Quinn, you go ahead and put it in emote only for us.
Okay,
please.
well, I'll get Paxton tomorrow to add some to the shipment.
All right, here we go.
All right. Good luck, everyone. P. Willhour. Willhour?
Will hour is what I would say it. And BCAP 442.
And in New York, Raider fan.
Yeah.
Someone else take it.
Roger.
Roger.
I'd call it Roger. Roger.
Roger. Yeah, Roger.
And then Tech Nomad.
Oh, good one.
Lead speak.
Chadivi?
Davey.
Yeah, C.H. Davy.
C.H. Davy.
Chdavi. Sarducci. Sarducci.
Ducci.
Dookie. Feel like Peter Griffin.
Yeah.
Jay Sprinkle.
Mhm.
And Evil Twin Mason.
Mason. Oh,
It was so
Ed, come on.
it was so easy. I had to jump in on top of you. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Male Drake.
Male Drake. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Dave.
Ed.
Oh, okay. So I go Jay Slugger 68. I was going to double check before I jumped on that one there. There's another easy one.
Kuro Neko 589.
Grenecco
right.
589. Yeah.
Freestyle HQ.
Taint Black. Yeah. That's a new one.
That's my favorite D&D stuff.
Surfer 1337.
Okay, now then I do this one. Okay. A Bumblebees.
That's topical. A Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Conspire,
Conspire.
RPG.
Oh, go ahead.
Sounds like Paranoid RPG. Freyas _ Valkyrie.
The Dire Jackalope.
And last but not least,
I've been seeing a lot of Jackalope talk recently. And then Mech Boy 21.
There we go.
When does he become a mech man? I don't know.
He turns 21.
When he turns
Yeah.
21. That's ironic.
Be like Steam Boy. They don't grow up.
What episode is this, chat, Justin?
165.
165. So congratulations to all the winners. You need to email giveaways@reapermedia.com. You won a $20 gift card to reapermedia.com. And this is episode 165 of Reaper Live.
So if you're looking for the hats, check the front page. If you're looking for a ticket, check
Stay tuned.
tomorrow. Maybe later tonight, but I would check tomorrow.
Yeah, get
And
some
we hope
sleep.
to see you
Looking
here.
if you're looking for a good time, leave a message on Ron's phone.
Yeah, you won't get it because he won't check it,
That's
but
right.
you know.
That's right.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Yes. And congratulations, everybody. Do good. Stay safe.
Stay safe.
Who we who we rating? We didn't even talk
all right,
about that.
Lord Kasuma tonight.
Lord Kasumba.
All right, guys.
What did we win?
See you later, Reaper Land.
$20
I gotta go.
gift cards.
Bye.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. $20 gift.
Oh, Dave didn't wave.
Oh, he had to go.
Oh, he's
I like-
already
I like
chunked
this,
out.
I like this
Hold on.
frozen fake though. This looks great. Hold on.
Oh, I tried to.
Dave's,
Yeah,
Dave's
that's a
looking
serious
over-
face there.
that is a serious. That's a you. owe
That's
money
how he
to the
watches like
IRS.
he goes and gets VHS tapes of accounting courses. That's what he looks like when he's watching them.
I believe it. All right. Thank you, folks, very much. We will see you tomorrow, and keep being awesome.
Take care.
Wave, everyone. Better wave than that, Ron. Come on.
Come on.
Ah.
All right.